Hello, everybody. I'm Brett Wagner, and welcome to Pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. We're in Tucson, Arizona at Southwestern International Raceway. I got a couple $1,000s I want to give away. You ready to play? Folks, it's military week, so let's meet our contestants. Staff Sergeant Jay Johnson, hometown Grovetown, Georgia.
How you doing?
The home of the gnat. No, I don't know. I was just in Georgia, and there was a lot of gnats.
Trust me, they're still there.
They're still there. Petty Officer Nicholas Sherman.
How you doing, Brett?
Living in Deltona, Florida.
That's right.
U.S. Coast Guard.
That's right.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming out, Nick.
Thank you.
And, of course, Ensign. No, Ken Herring, Tyler, Texas, the house. Texas Chassis Works. We're having a good time out here in Arizona.
Having a good time. Just a little
Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, a little chilly, but it's all good.
Little chilly, little wind going. And of course, I don't want to forget Paige, our car wrangler. How you doing there, Paige? She's doing the hard work out there. All right, now you guys know you're playing against, not only you're playing against each other, but you're playing against the monster, Ken Herring, the house.
That's what we were told.
You
It's all good.
It's all good?
He's going.
A joint military operation here?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Let's meet our first driver. Jim, awesome looking car. Tell me about it.
Thank you. It's a 1955 Chevrolet. We use it for our youth alcohol program. We take it to the schools and do alcohol and drug seminars with it.
Awesome. All right, Jay, first question.
Are you running any power adders on that tonight?
No power adders.
Nick?
What kind of gears you got in?
Kind of gears.
411.
And Ken Herring.
What motor's in it?
It's got a 572 in it.
Wow.
You ready to make a pass for us?
I'm ready.
Thanks for opening up the show.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna drive that way. When I leave tonight, you drive that way.
No, I'm going that way, so.
All right. Jay, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm stationed in Fort Gordon, Georgia. I'm with Bravo Company 551st Sigma Battalion. I'd like to give a shout out, of course, if I could, to my wife.
Please.
Teresa. And, of course, all the guys in my office, to the Big Cheese Club. So, konnichiwa, Big Cheeses.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. My boss is of Asian descent.
Konnichiwa, boss. Jay is doing a good. Jay said he's bringing home the money, and you get half. Let's get those times locked in. $100 pass. Nick is locked in. Jay is locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Let's take a look at those times here on Military Week on Pastime. A 10:10 for Ken. Nick with an 11:50, and Jay, who's staying pretty close to Ken Herring, a 10:21.
I've been practicing.
Yes. Now tell me about you. How long have you done and been in the service?
I'm going to retire in 18 months.
So that would be how many years?
18 and a half.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Let's see what kind of burnout this guy's got.
That sounds like an 1150.
Out of a burnout, huh?
Yeah.
DUI task force.
Come on, baby.
A 1048. Big J.
Big money.
Bam!
Good
Staff
job, man.
Sergeant. Boom!
Right
Ow!
there. Right there. Thanks, brother.
Jay's taking out my hand. Jay's sitting on $100. Nick's sitting on 0. Ken's sitting on 0. Let's meet our next driver. Brad, tell me about that import.
91 Honda CRX, got a 30 thousandths over 1.8 liter LSV tech in it.
All right, Jay.
Are you going to use any power adders tonight?
Any power adders?
Nothing.
All motor?
All motor?
Yes, sir.
And Ken Herring.
Wow. No turbo?
No turbo?
No turbo, no nitrous.
All right. Just
all
making
motor.
100% positive. All right. We're good then.
You ready to make a pass?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
Call me sir. I work for a living.
We fished all around it, but
Nick, tell me about yourself.
Well, I've been in the Coast Guard about 6 years. Stationed out in New Smyrna Beach, Coast Guard Station Ponce Inlet right now.
Go ahead.
Born and raised in Florida.
Now, you go a little drug action when the guys are on them boats running in the middle of the night with no lights and tons of
My
drugs.
time
You
is
go
not
get them.
working.
All night.
That's pretty dangerous stuff, huh?
Yes, it is. Very dangerous.
All right, everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. A 1281 for Ken. Nick with the 1450 and Jay with the 1243.
Drag radius?
Stock. but it sounds pretty good.
It's pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Come on, babe.
Hey, Hondas are nice. We like Hondas.
Yeah.
A lot of RPM.
I just need one. Come on.
We do. Oh, 13-19.
Good enough. Give me that.
We walk on right down there to Ken Herring, the man.
Finally one import.
Bam! An import win.
Wow.
Finally.
Look at the skies are opening up. The
That's right.
Angels are
Something
sitting.
bad's going to happen. Y'all might better
That's
duck.
right.
can't
Stand
say
away.
anything.
Stand away.
Jay sitting on $100. Nick sitting on 0, and Ken Herring sitting on $100. Let's meet our next driver. Tom, tell me about the Corvette.
Little 57 Corvette, been a race car since 1968.
Wow.
Yeah, a little 355 small block in it. Power glide.
Sounds good. Jay,
Is this your home track?
is this your home
Yes,
track?
it is.
Okay.
Nick,
Was it ever dyno tested?
The engine puts out about 600 horsepower.
Ken Herring,
Power glide.
Power Glide.
Power glide.
Okay.
You ready to make a pass?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Military Week, last of our $100 passes. Jay is locked in.
Wow.
Nick is locked in. Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with a 981, Nick with a 1050, and
Jay.
Jay with a 994.
Jay, you're killing me, buddy.
That's what I'm here for, Ken.
Little. Boy, that sounds good. Last of the $100 passes.
I'm out. Jay, I mean, Nick, that's probably you. That's a little slower than I thought.
1094, Big Nick. We got a three-way tie. Coast Guard on the board.
what I like to
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay, Nick, and Ken all sitting on $100. Folks, don't go anywhere. It's Military Week here on Pastime. Getting into round number 2. Say hello to our sponsors. All right, folks, welcome back to Military Week here on Pastime. Getting into round number 2. The jack is going up. Got a three-way tie. Let's meet our next driver. How old are you, Steve?
22.
Young man, tell me about that Mustang.
Me and my dad built it in the garage.
Huh?
Come out in bracket race, run a non-electronics class. It's got a Ford small block, 393. That's about it.
Sounds good. Jay,
What rear gears you running?
410s.
Nick,
How much horsepower?
Probably around 580.
and Ken Herring.
What transmission's in it?
C4.
C4, okay.
Pop out here helping you tonight.
He's just watching right now.
You want to say hello to him?
What's up, Dad?
All right, buddy. Have a good pass. Thanks. Father and son. Building cars in the garage. You got 3 kids, Ken. Any of the boys getting in there and helping you out yet?
None of them.
Jay's locked in. Nick is locked in.
You want me to do it for you, Ken?
It's all right. I got it, buddy.
Ken Herring is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. 10:30 for Ken Herring, a 12:50 for Nick, and Jay with a 10:10.
If you
See
were
what
to
kind of
put
launch he gets.
a Chevy motor in there.
Jay, you've been 2/10 every time off of me. It's amazing.
I've been practicing.
Wow.
I can make some power.
Sounds like a healthy burnout. First of our $200 passes here on Military Week on Pastime. Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
He's on a pass.
Come on.
And he can drive.
Come on.
Let's see if he can stay on at the big end. A 1021, Ken Herring.
Oh, barely.
Ba-boom! Ken Herring sitting on $300. Nick sitting on 100. Jay sitting on 100. Let's meet our next drivers. Guys, this is our combo round. I'm going to bring up 2 rails, and you're going to have to give me 1 combined time for both.
Got it.
You pretty good at math there, Jay?
As long as I keep it, count on my hands and my toes, I'm good.
I got you. I'll help you.
Terry, tell me about that nostalgia drag you got there.
It's my second nostalgia dragster. It's a 2003 front motor dragster. It has a small block Chevy in it.
Okay. Aubrey, tell me about your ride.
It's an original 1964, but we lengthened it in 2007. It's a front engine dragster.
All right, Jay, Terry, or Aubrey?
Terry, do you run on gas or alcohol?
Gas or alcohol?
Methanol.
Methanol.
Nick, Terry, or Aubrey?
Aubrey, how long you been racing?
2 years.
Years.
Ken Herring, Terry, or Aubrey?
Terry.
Terry. Okay.
That Terry.
Mom.
Mom.
It's my daughter.
Oh, okay. Let me. Really?
Cool.
Wow. What size motor is it?
What size motor?
406.
Okay, perfect.
You like having the daughter racing?
Yes, absolutely.
Who's going to win?
Mom, of course.
Well, let's shake hands then. Let's shake hands. All right. Here we go. Thanks a lot. Let's have a good pass. Mom and daughter. Girls rule, boys drool.
All right, I'm just putting something in. I've had enough. All right, let's go.
All right, Ken Herring, let's take a look. Ken Herring with the 1910, Nick with the 1980, and Jay with the 2065.
Nick trying to get smart all of a sudden.
Here we go, folks. Combo round. Military week here on Pastime.
Wow. That's on a Mom's out.
Wow.
Oh, Mom's rolling.
Mom wasn't kidding.
Oh, look at that at 863.
1892, that would mean...
Oh, put your hand down, fool.
Nick. Congratulations. Jay sitting on 100. Nick sitting on 100. And the master of disaster himself, Ken Herring, back in first place with 500. Let's meet our next driver. Dave, tell me about that car.
It's an 80 Monza with a small block Chevy. Got 456 gears. Ex super stock car.
Jay, first question.
What RPM do you leave at?
I usually leave about 35.
Nick?
Oh, how much does it weigh?
About 2,900.
And Ken Herring.
What camshafts in it?
It's got a Lunati 690 on it.
690 lift or roller?
Yeah.
A roller cam?
Roller.
Gotcha.
Do you drive faster with the camouflage hat on?
Yeah, usually.
Have a good pass, buddy. Thanks a lot.
What kind of car is that, Vega?
Monza.
Just like a, yeah.
That was Vega's illegitimate brother.
Okay.
$200 pass. Jay is locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Nick is locked in. Let's take a look at these times. Last of the $200 passes. Ken Herring with a 10:05. Nick with a 9:40. And Jay with a 9:50.12.
9:51 with the 2.
Yeah,
look at you go.
9:51.
Hey,
that's all right.
That's getting exact. It got some paint on it.
Yeah. Here we go. Wow. And he turned his turn indicator on. That's nice. On 1079. Oh, we got down to the master. Ken Herring. Bam. Cash is good. All right. Jay sitting on $100. Nick sitting on $100. And Ken Herring, the man, the myth, the legend. Look at that, cameraman. Look at that. $700. He's kicking some serious booty. Don't go anywhere. We're getting into round number 3. Say hello to our sponsors, but make sure you come back. It's Military Week. Welcome back to Pastime Military Week. Getting into round number 3. Ken Herring so far is kicking some serious shiznit. Jay and Nick, you all right there, buddy?
I'm all over it.
You're all over it? We got a couple more passes, worth some big money, getting right back in the game.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. That's right. Let's meet our next driver. Craig, nice bike.
Thanks, sir.
Tell me about it.
It's a track dynamic chassis, Scott Horner heads-up performance built motor, 7-inch slick, 40mm electrons,
Okay.
consistent.
Consistent. Jay, he says he's consistent.
How much does the bike weigh?
With me on it, 600.
Wow, that's light, actually. Nick.
That carbureted?
Correct.
Electrons, yeah.
And Ken Herring.
What cc's the motor?
1428.
1428, okay.
Want to say hello to anybody?
Everybody.
Everybody. Y'all. All right, buddy, have a good pass.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Good looking bike. First of our $300 passes. Let me just say this. Staff Sergeant Jay and Petty Officer Nick.
Yes.
You need to win this pass. One of y'all needs to win this pass.
I know.
All right, let's take a look at those times.
Yeah.
Ken Herring with a 9:21. Nick says, you ain't getting away from me
Glad
with
I
a
added a 1 to
9:20.
mine,
And
dude.
Jay
I
with
put a 1 on the end.
9:80.
Yeah, that's cool.
Huh? I was gonna put a 20 and I put a 1 on it.
That's amazing.
Well, it looks like this man, it's not his first barbecue here.
No.
He played this game once or twice.
Yeah.
It's a good looking bike too.
Yeah,
Sure is. First of our $300
Hopefully.
passes.
Hopefully a 920. Yeah. That thing's running pretty good.
Man!
He's got Nick. You might be in the money on that deal.
Yakety yak!
You're it.
On
Yeah.
887.
Good job.
Big Nick!
Yeah. Nice.
Good job, buddy.
Bam!
Nice.
Cash is good.
Good, man.
God.
The Coast Guard in the hizzy. Jay sitting on $100. Nick back in the game at $400, and Ken Herring sitting on $700. Let's meet our last of our $300 drivers. Jerry, what is going on with that hood?
That's our intake, actually.
Yeah?
Wow.
Tell me about the ride.
It's a 68 Camaro, fiberglass body, chromoly chassis. Chevy big block, 4-speed Lenco.
Jay.
How much does the car weigh total?
27 with driver.
Okay.
Nick,
Wet or dry shot?
you running smack?
No, it's a Gear Journey Pro Charger.
And Ken Herring.
Which Pro Charger's on it? An F3R or what's on there?
F4.
An F4?
Yes.
Wow. All right.
That's some
Tell me a
serious
little
heat.
bit about that intake real quick.
It's just something we designed for actually for traction.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just getting air into the intake, so I was doing.
Well, it looks cool.
Thanks.
You ready to make a pass?
Actually, that nickname is Medusa because of that.
It's Medusa?
Yeah.
That's a
Like
good name.
Medusa, yeah, mythological with all the snakes coming out of the head.
Yeah.
That's why I sometimes call Ken Herring. Hey, thanks for coming out, buddy.
Thank you.
Kind of looks like a Boy Scout knot.
I think it's crazy.
Staff Sergeant Jay is already locked in. You were locked in before the guy even came up to the line.
Locked and caught.
Are you just guessing now there, Jay?
Isn't that the name of the game here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
Sergeant.
Exactly. At ease.
Sorry about that. Petty Officer Nick is locked in. Just waiting on
I'm going to give us the benefit of the doubt.
Ensign Herring.
I do.
He's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. $300 pass. Ken Herring with a 720, Nick with an 870, and Jay with an 831.
F4 is a big blower.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Come on now.
Oh, it's a
Come on.
good-looking car, though. Look at that.
That is nice.
That is.
Come on, Medusa. Last of our $300 passes.
That's me.
That's you.
Thank God.
Good job.
Shut it down.
Beautiful.
Too much horsepower. Let me just walk on over there to the man. I don't even have to look.
God, I love
Big
it.
Nick.
I'm starting to like you.
Petty Officer.
I'm starting to like you a lot.
1358.
God.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a little look at the math. Jay sitting on $100, Nick sitting on $700, and Ken Herring with $700. Folks, we're getting into our final round. Don't go anywhere. It's pastime. Say hello to our sponsors, but make sure you come back because it's military week, and I don't want these guys coming looking for you. All right, folks, welcome back to Pastime. This is what it's all about. It comes down to the final pass, the final round. Military week here on Pastime. Let's do a little math. Ken Herring sitting on $700, looking good. Petty Officer Nick, look at the guns. With the gun boats. Show him the gun boat. Sitting on $700. And Staff Sergeant Jay sitting on $100. Mathematically, you're out of the game, but thank you for playing anyway.
Thank you for
Y'all ready? Y'all
You
ready
still
to go?
need to win.
I know.
Yeah.
We could have a tie situation here. So if Jay wins, folks, it's going to put him at $600, and it's going to leave Ken and Nick at $700. So what I'm going to have you guys do is not only are you going to put in the time you think he's going to do in the quarter mile, but I'm going to have you type in the mile per hour. And then after the pass, we'll see if it happens, who got closest to the mile per hour and who's going to win the pass. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Did I just confuse you?
No.
I confused myself. You guys ready? Let's meet our final driver. Mike, tell me about your car.
Well, it's a multifunctional car. We actually use a funny car body on it. Tonight we have an altered body. It's a 48 Fiat. Big block Chevy.
So you got like split personalities.
Yeah, most of the time.
Sounds good. Jay, first question.
Are you, is that blower underdriven or overdriven?
It's overdriven, 30%.
30%.
Petty Officer Nick.
What kind of fuel?
Alcohol.
And the monster, Ken Herring.
How often do you get on the track in it?
95%.
All right, good enough.
We'll see about tonight.
You ready to make a pass?
I'm ready to make a pass.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming out. All right, here we go. This could end up in a tie with Ken Harry and Petty Officer Nick, so I need you guys to, like I said, to write in the miles per hour. Staff Sergeant Jay is already locked in. Did you have a good time? That's all that matters.
I most certainly did. Most certainly did.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you all for having me.
There we go. All right, let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with a 7:10, Nick with an 8:60, and Staff Sergeant Jay with a 7:51. Well, Staff Sergeant Jay, you could throw a wrench in the works here.
On this one, dude.
I know.
You should have seen.
We're
You
gonna
wait
try.
till you see my mile an hour. I just needed to make a pass. That's all.
Yeah.
Here we go, folks. Last pass of the night here on Military Week on Pastime. He's picking it up on the big end. On 749, Big J. Now, hold on, Jay. Here's the $500. Now, what has just happened is, Jay, you won that last pass, but you only got $600. So it becomes between Nick and Ken. So it went 161 miles an hour. So we got to go up to the booth and see who was closest.
I know who it is.
So we had 161 to 130. So Nick, that makes you the winner. Congratulations, big man. Petty
I love
Officer
you guys.
Nick.
Yeah, I pictured this.
You picture this?
I pictured it.
Good job.
I'm
God, I
sorry,
love you
Jay. You
guys.
got to hand over the
love
cash.
you.
Ken Herring, you got to
Appreciate it.
hand over
Good
the
job,
cash.
man.
Folks, it's pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. From Tucson, Arizona on Military Week, I'm Brett Wagner for Speed. We'll see you next time.
Like this show? Want more? Then head to WatchPTTV.com, the new 100% free PowerTube TV streaming network. Home of the best classic and new motorsports racing and build shows on the web.